Spill is brought to you by Wanza, Walker Valley's best partner.
Now will everyone stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now will everyone bow their heads for a moment of silence?
Hey, Walker Valley, it's Friday, February 5th, 2016. I'm your host, Jolie.
And I'm Cooper.
Here's this week's Shout Out Friday.
Now it's time for your Shout Out Fridays.
I'm Austin Pinkham, and I'm giving a shout out to Cody Osment.
I'm Cody Osment, and I shout out Alec Esslinger.
I'm Alec Esslinger, and I shout out Ethan Maddox.
I'm Ethan Maddox, and I shout out Connor Rollins.
Connor Rollins, I shout out Dalton Jones.
My name is Dalton Jones, and I'm ending your Shout Out Friday.
Now it's time for your daily announcements.
The Cleveland YMCA will have classes beginning on February 19th to obtain your lifeguard certification. You must attend all classes to receive the certification. The fee is $200 for members and $250 for non-members. Contact Chrissy Snyder at 423-476-5573 with any questions. Registration deadline is Friday, February 12th. The Beta Club will be visiting Garden Plaza on Thursday, February 11th at 4 o'clock. Please bring your smiles, homemade valentines for the residents, and receive service hours. Sign up in the guidance office.
The SVAB exam is scheduled for Wednesday, February 10th from 8 a.m. until 11:30 in the Media Center. Any junior or senior who is interested in taking this exam needs to fill out a sign-up sheet and return to Mrs. Keir to the main office by Monday, February 8th. Sign-up sheets are available on the counter in the main office. 11th grade females that are interested in Girls State for this summer should stop by guidance for more information. This is a leadership program which will be held at Lipscomb University in Nashville, May 29th to June 4th. This is sponsored and paid for by the American Legion Auxiliary Unit of Cleveland.
10th and 11th grade students interested in applying for the Chamber of Commerce Youth Leadership Program, please stop by guidance for more information. The deadline for applications is February 24th. Now it's time for your question of the day.
I like musicals.
Rom-com. Favorite movie genre is either action or horror.
Comedy and action.
My favorite movie genre is Deadpool.
My favorite movie genre is probably mystery.
And mine is comedy.
My favorite movie genre is comedy.
Bad Adam Sandler comedies.
My favorite movie genre is action movies. Chuck Norris. There's nobody that can whip Chuck Norris.
If you're enrolled on this summer's trip to Germany, Italy, and Switzerland, you need to apply for your passport as soon as possible if you have not already done so. Just a reminder, passports need to be valid up to 6 months past our return date. You will also need to verify that the spelling of your first, middle, and last name on your EF account matches your passport exactly. There is a minimum $200 fee charge to change the names after February 22nd. You can avoid any unnecessary fees by checking this early. Rooming requests are also due no later than February 22nd. Lastly, please verify that your emergency contact is not someone traveling with you this summer. Please see Ms. Pichettino in G212 if you have any questions regarding these items.
Credit Recovery is now open in FA 105 during CCRT Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and Wednesdays that are not MAP days. You must get a pass from Mr. Dillon and BU1 prior to second block on the day you want to do Credit Recovery. Credit Recovery is open before and after school at these times, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:40 to 8:10 a.m. Mrs. Howard will come to the cafeteria to get students that are here for Credit Recovery. After school, you may stay Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30.
Yearbook sales are closing down. If you haven't already purchased one, go to www.smartpay.com or go to Ms. Gober G110 for details. FBLA is accepting new membership applications. Pick up your application outside MCLA 3 or from any business teacher. Form dues can be paid to Ms. Brady in MCLA 3. All applications are due back by February 24th.
FBLA is collecting new or gently used children's books. For every 10 books that you donate, you will receive a half hour of community service. Books will be donated to local children's organizations and reading programs. All books will be due by March 15th. Books can be turned in to Ms. Brady in MCLA 3. Attention freshmen, if you would like to be placed in honors or AP for your 10th grade year, you need to come by guidance and pick up an application. These applications need to be completed and turned in by Friday, February 26th. You will not have to take an honors placement test. Placement will be determined by grades and teacher recommendations from this year. Please do not put this off. You must pick up an application and guidance and turn it in by February 26th in order to be considered for honors classes for 10th grade.
Now it's time for a commercial break and then a wheel with your Walker Valley Sports.
This is Haley, 6 foot. Ayadi's 5'2". In gym class, we don't always run,
but when we do, we run backwards.
And they are the most interesting students in the world.
The word of the day is small. Small, of size that is less than normal or usual.
Oh, Hunter, some might not always understand you, but we always do. Whether it be your stylish Dalmatian shoes or your self-defining Stormtrooper jacket, or your timely and always unforgettable reactions, and not to mention your dependable daily opening, or your always slow and eloquent hosting when our other hosts aren't here to do their job. We appreciate you and all that you do, Hunter. I say keep dropping it like it's hot to our Spills young Snoop.
Walker Valley Sports. Sponsored by Mix 1041, your home for Walker Valley Sports.
Hey Walker Valley, I'm Will here with your Walker Valley Sports. Let's take a look at this week's Spill Center. What's up everybody, welcome to this week's Spill Center. I'm Will Sutton, I'm here with Austin Norman, Jake Polakis, and Cooper Milton. This is your Super Bowl special. We got the Carolina Panthers at 15-1 against the Broncos at 12-4. Cooper, what do you think about this game?
I think it's going to come down to if the Broncos defense can force turnovers, because I think the Broncos are going to have short fields on offense in order to score effectively. And I think the Panthers have a really good offense, obviously, and they're the best two-way team in football. And I believe that if they can win the field position battle, that the Broncos will get it done.
What do you think, Jake?
I think the Broncos are going to have to run the ball to be effective in this game. You know, I think the secondary, Carolina's secondary is good, so you're going to want to throw away from Josh Norman, that sort of thing. So I think for the Broncos to get anything, then they're going to need to. They're going to need to run the ball, but Peyton's going to need to manage the game when he does get an opportunity.
What about you, Austin?
I think priority one for the Broncos in this game is to win the turnover battle, because I don't think they can win in a straight-up game where they have the same amount of turnovers and there's nothing crazy happens, because Carolina is just a more balanced and better team. And even though the Broncos defense has a slight edge, in my opinion, over the Panthers, I think that the Broncos offense just won't have enough, and they won't be able to run the football and control the clock like a lot of teams, well, like the Falcons did to beat them early in the season, like we were talking about. And I just think that the Panthers are going to kind of run away with this game towards the end. Not like run away like as in a blowout, but like a 14-point game. I say it's something like 35-21. But the Broncos defense just won't have enough to win it 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't see it being like the Iowa caucus between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. It's not going to be anywhere near that close. But I think the Broncos, they're going to have to play really a perfect game. They're going to have to limit penalties. They're going to have to not turn the ball over. They're going to have to create negative plays for the Panthers offense. Cam Newton, easily the MVP this year. He's just playing as good as anybody, for sure. I think they're going to have to get to him, put pressure on him, force him to throw the ball, and we'll see what happens. But I think I'm going to go with the Panthers. I've picked against them every time.
What's your score prediction?
My score prediction, I'm going to say 31-21, Carolina.
Who you got, Austin?
Well, I said 35-21 earlier.
35-21.
Panthers.
24-21 Broncos.
Broncos, all right.
I'm going to go 35-17 Panthers, because unlike Austin, I think Panthers are going to have too much for the Broncos.
Yeah, I could see that. So we have one person picking the Broncos, Cooper.
You're a genius or an idiot.
Yeah.
I may be biased.
Thanks for watching this week's Spill Center. Come back and watch us next week as we recap National Signing Day and transition into basketball season. Well, that's it. Thanks. Congrats to the freshman boys basketball team for winning the district championship on Wednesday night, defeating Cleveland 55-48. Luke Wallace led the way for the Mustangs with 27 points, and Jordan Monk also had 15. The Mustang basketball teams will be at home Friday night against McMinn Central. The girls start at 6 and the boys start at 7:30. Well, that's all for your sports today. Tune in tomorrow for more updates on your Mustangs. I'm Will, and now to Ayadis with your weather and your 5-day forecast.
Walker Valley Weather. Sponsored by Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Coverage you can count on.
Hey Walker Valley, I'm Ayadis here with your Valley weather. It's currently 44 degrees outside. The high today is 47 with a low of 26. Now let's check out your radar. As you can see, there is nothing on our radar. Now let's check out your 5-day forecast. For the rest of the week, we will have clear, partly cloudy skies. There is also a chance we might get some snow next week. Well, that's all for your weather today. For more information, go to WRCV.tv.com. I'm your weather girl, Ayaris. Everyone have an amazing day. Now back to your host.
You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at The Spill TV.
Like us on Facebook or check out the Spill app, available for iPhone, iPad, and Android devices.
That's all for your show today. For a complete recap of The Spill, check out our YouTube channel. I'm Jolie.
I'm Cooper.
And I'm Will. Everybody have a great day.
Ladies and gentlemen, stand up, bow down, salute to the dying sun. Salute. Yeah. Hey, I don't know what you